It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson. You're looking at Jack, the Galveston Giant Johnson, fighting out of Galveston, Texas, one of the most intimidating fighters of his era. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Galveston, Texas. Presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth.
All right.
Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go.
Good luck.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Right hook is finding its targets. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
The straights continue to score. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Good defense stopping that jab. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The left jab is landing at will. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Punch, counter punch. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter... On to the second round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's all offense all the time. Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
It's bombs away. Straight right just misses. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Why would they try something that's obviously illegal? Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Pull it right there. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. About Johnson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Breathe, just get your breath on.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Beautiful counter shot. Left uppercut doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, Why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of defense here at all. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. These two were made for each other. Catch and shoot. Nope, that uppercut does not score. They exchange punches. And that hook misses. The right hook misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good punch. Good counter punch. The perfect counter lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missed with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch molded him like a lawn chair.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes left.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Ali in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Straight right just misses. You don't want to trade shots. Nice defense on that jab. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in the guess.
No rest for the weary. Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Oh, my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
The same again, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. Here. Good work there. The jabs are working nice.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter shot. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put up.
Great work. I love that. I love that action.
Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you bet and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter punch. Just misses with that left uppercut. No rest for the weary. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Counter punching. Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Big shot, and down goes Ali. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. About Ali in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come on, breathe. Breathe. Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good?
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for this pot there.
Oh my God, Johnny! The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Oh no! Ali is down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You rock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night, night.